And good morning, everybody. I want to welcome you to the Ice Arena here in Zug, Switzerland, 2015 ISBHF World Championships. Game from the women's division to bring your way here this afternoon, just afternoon here in Zug. Game scheduled for a 12:30 start. Got a game between the United States and Great Britain. Both these teams looking for their first win. Just to my left in the stands, we've got pretty much the full membership of the USA men's ball hockey team here to cheer on the women. So I expect them to be loud and proud as the game moves on. Great Britain lost a tough one yesterday, 10-0 to Team Canada. Team Canada steamrolling the opposition so far. They did the same thing to Italy last night. 10-0. USA lost to Slovakia yesterday, so both teams looking for their first victory here this afternoon. Glad to have you aboard. Hope you enjoy the game. My name is George Scott. Been here all week covering the games. We'll be here right till the gold medal games on Sunday afternoon. USA in the white jerseys. Great Britain wearing the darker colored jerseys, and they'll get it first. Down in low is Steph Towns over on the far side trying to reverse it. Up ahead to Campbell. Doesn't get out. Shot comes in. It goes wide of the net. Rebound out in front taken by the U.S. Creatini. Up along the boards, knocked off the ball, and out come Great Britain. They'll flip it up ahead at the blue line. Bounces around there, doesn't get in over the blue line. Campbell follows up on it, clears it in. Ball mishandled in front by the goaltender, but USA bring it out off the boards, down the floor. And they're going to call icing on that. Looked like the British defender could easily have gotten back there and gotten that. The referee gave her the benefit of the doubt. Goaltenders for today's game for the U.S., Lindsay Holcroft. Plays NCAA ice hockey back in the U.S. Down at the other end for Great Britain, the goaltender is Megan Quigley. Ball goes behind the goal. U.S. with a bit of pressure now. Down in low. They'll reverse it behind the net. This is Foley. Foley having a look around, takes it up along the half wall, throws it across, backhand. Weak one, doesn't get through. 11. Cycles it down low. They get it out in front. That's tipped wide of the net. They'll jump on it again. Foley across. USA with a shot right on goal. Quigley makes a save. That came from well out. But Karen Levin. Quigley with her first save. Holds on. No rebound. 1:29 left to go. Or just gone, sorry, in the opening period. One shot apiece. Ball cleared out into center, shot right back in again. That just went wide. Be careful, rebound came over the top of the net. Lewis gets to it for Great Britain, clears it as far as center. Kept in by Fairheller. Played down in behind the British goal. They'll work it out in front. Idananis back. Try that again. Idonitis. Taken by Tetro. So it's Fairheller, 32. Shot comes in. That's blocked. Rebound taken by Stewart. Stewart into the corner. Behind the goal over on the far side. Racing over there is Habina. She holds it in. Gets it back to Idananis. We're going to work on that one. We're going to get it. Cleared out. There is Barrett. in over the blue line, no further, cleared back out by Great Britain. Down the floor, Cornwall back to get it. Long pass up ahead. Barrett was in behind everybody, didn't handle the pass well. Goes down into the corner to get it. Out in front, cleared to center. Right back in by Bilger. Behind the goal. Here. Up on the far side again. USA keep it in. Good work there by Bilger. Shot doesn't get through. Finally, Great Britain get control of it. Herdman clears it down the floor, but that's going to be from her own side of center. That'll be an icing call against Great Britain. 3:21 gone here. Opening period. Women's division games in the United States and Great Britain. Just making my way over from the Bosard Arena, where we had a terrific men's game this morning. Pakistan and Slovakia tied at 3. Considered a major upset. Pakistan with the tie against what normally would be a powerhouse Slovakian team. Kept in again by the United States. Tipped right in on goal. Got to be careful there as it slid across the crease. And the ball now goes up and out of play. A couple more men's games to follow this one here at the Ice Arena this afternoon. First we'll have Haiti versus France and then Italy versus India. Those are crossover games in the B pool between teams in Group 3 and Group 4. Faceoff comes outside the blue line. Creatini brings it in, but that's going to be offside at the Great Britain blue line. Bring the faceoff back outside again. Give the edge and play early in this first period to the United States. They've had Great Britain pinned in their own end through most of the first few minutes of this game. Great Britain, it's just kicked down the floor that time by Becky Kasner, right onto goal, and Holcroft won't take any chances. She's going to cover up. Mesler take the face off the United States. Played in towards the front of the goal, cleared into the corner. Wynn Stanley for the U.S. Sorry, that's Mesler for the U.S., number 8. Gets it out. The U.S. control, long pass up the blue line, chipped in over the blue line. They'll go in and get it. Chasing it there is Stromer. Ball comes loose out in front. Creatini. Her pass back is picked off by Parker. Parker can't move it out. U.S. keep it in. Batted out of the air by Creatini. Nice move. Creatini, sharp angle, trying to cut out in front. Has it knocked off her stick as she came in front of the goaltender. And Great Britain again clear it down the floor. They'll go just wide of the goal for another icing call against Great Britain. Mary Creatini with a nice move to come, well, first to bat it out of the air at the blue line, then go chase it and come in off the boards, get out in front. Just had it knocked off her stick as she cut in front of goaltender Megan Quigley for Great Britain. Bronson for the U.S. Bronson working along the half wall, puts it down in behind the net for Foley. These two had a strong game last night. Foley working out in front, backhand, crashing the net, they score! Foley doing most of the work, got the ball out in front, got a shot away, Quigley made the first save, and then crashing in to look for the rebound is number 1, Tiffany Pokora. And she gets the USA on the board here at the 5:01 mark. First period. Referee checking on who was involved in the play. I think both Bronson and Foley should get assists on the play. Pokora was the goal scorer. The U.S. again in over the blue line. Pokora just able to stay onside. Did a good job. Foley will go down in to the end zone to pick it up. Watch back there by Bestford. Foley cycles it back down low for Bronson. This line going to work again for the USA. Bronson out in front looking for Foley. Ball just hopped over her stick. Pokora over on the far side. Pokora. Watch by Jackson. Pokora to Bronson. Bronson turning away from Bestford. Bronson gets it out in front and then fanned on it as she does sliding play by Pokora to keep it down deep. Out in front, shot by Bronson, saved by Quigley. Rebound is there, but Quigley stops both attempts by the U.S. And Bilger was looking for the rebound. That time the shot came in from around the blue line. Quigley with 2 good saves. Just under 6 minutes gone. The United States on a goal by Tiffany Pokora. Lead it 1-0. The shot goes wide. Hustling over here on the right side to keep it in was Melissa Tetro. U.S. again, they'll throw it out in front. That was intercepted, and back comes Great Britain. To the blue line, stop there. Craighead follows up on it, trying to get it out. Checked over on the far side by Stewart. Stewart back into Great Britain's end of the floor. Put right back in again. Stewart's got it now. She'll get it in a little bit deeper, in around. Out in front, they scored a turnaround, put it in the far side, just inside the post. Eleni Idonidis with the goal. And it is 2-0 for the United States. Quick turnaround, quick release, and just inside the goalpost. No chance for Quigley.
Second goal for USA, scored by the number 11, Idonidis Eleni, assisted by the number 13, Stewart.
Back towards the blue line. U.S. get it out. Here, gets it across to her teammate, and Britain will put it back in, but on it first is Fairheller. Up ahead, that pass just missed Schneeman. Now Schneeman's got it. She'll bring it in over the blue line. Schneeman working one-on-one, knocked off her stick by here. She'll take it in around behind the net. Out in front, cleared behind the net again. Schneeman doing good work down low for the U.S. Calling for it out front was Laura Barrett. Ball didn't get to her. Cleared down the floor. They're going to wave it off. They're saying it was tipped. So hustling in there was Steph Towns. Taken away. They'll lose it at center. Great Britain doesn't get it deep. Towns working hard along the blue line. Plays it back to Pierce. Pierce with a shot. That was blocked by Barrett, and Barrett will bring it up floor for the U.S. Barrett. Pierce knocks it off her stick. Towns will pick it up at center. Towns just clears it down the floor. It was tipped, no icing. Up ahead for Wilson. Wilson gets by Pierce along the boards. Wilson trying to cut in front. Stays on the forehand. That hit the side of that. May have caught the outside of the post as well. Stromer in front, batted away. Parker for Great Britain. She stopped at center. Creatini back for the U.S. Creatini on the right side. Drop pass. Nifty bit of stick handling there from Sarah Wilson. Wilson settles it down now along the half wall, throws it towards the front of the net. Cleared away by Great Britain, down the floor. That's not going to have enough for flooring or icing, whichever you prefer. And jumping back and forth between the two. Bush went back to get it for Great Britain. Up ahead for Wilson. Wilson move at center to free herself up. Now in over the blue line. Wilson's got some room. Wilson with a shot. Save made by Quigley. Quigley covers up the rebound and hangs on. And the British defense that time way too wide And Wilson able to walk in, split the defense, and got away a good shot. That line, Bronson, Pokora, Foley back out there for the U.S. Here's Bronson with the ball. Tetro back at the point, down low. Bronson out in front, scramble in front. Quigley's got it, hangs on. That was Foley coming off the boards. Bronson was in front, looking for the deflection. Great Britain hasn't had an answer for this line at all. They've controlled the ball beautifully down deep in Great Britain territory. They cycle it well, play well as a line, pass and move. Great Britain will just relieve the pressure by playing it down the floor. Flooring will be the call. Kasner to take it against Bronson. Ball is loose. Finally won by the U.S. Pokora at the side of the net. Save made by Quigley. Rebound was cleared away. Haygarth trying to move it out over the far side. Pinned there by Bronson. U.S. get to the loose ball first. Pokora, oh, great pass in for Foley. Foley drops it back for Bronson. Shot towards goal. That didn't get through. Herdman lost it. Bronson turning. Bronson's going to be a penalty here to Great Britain. Into Quigley. Backhand hit the side of the net. Quigley circles, threw it right through the crease. Looks a little skyward. U.S. now with the extra attacker out there on this delayed penalties. Bronson. Finally, good work by Kasner to get a stick on the ball, bring about a whistle as that line was about to go to work with the extra attacker. So we'll get a whistle, the face-off, and the penalty going to Great Britain. It's going to be a slash at the blue line as the U.S. player cut around her. She reached to try and get a stick on the ball, chopped the American player on the ankle. So Kasner will go for two. And a power play now for the U.S. already leading it 2-0.
Penalty for Great Britain.
Stewart back there for the U.S. Get it down. Shot saved by Quigley. The ball goes out of play as Wilson came off that left board and got a good quick shot away. Good blocker save. Well, they're going to say it went off the side of the net, not off of Quigley, so face-off comes outside. Bloomdahl, Strohmeyer. Stewart with the shot, that is whistled wide. Rebound put towards the net, looking for the tip-in at the side was Blake Blumdahl. Just missed it, ball went into the corner. Blumdahl's got now cutting out in front. Blumdahl pass across, right on the stick of Wilson. Wilson back here to Cornwall. Hard shot, saved that time by Quigley. Now they'll set up again. They'll go back to Stewart. That's where it all starts. Stewart just puts it towards the net, looking for a deflection. Kept in. U.S. now trying to come off the boards. Here's Cornwall across to Stewart. Stewart again being given time. She'll just loft it towards the net wide. Rebound taken. Wilson. Wilson from top of the circle. Shot well wide of the goal. Cornwall will pick it up here on the near side. Cornwall back up to Stewart. Stewart with the blast wide of the net. Blumdahl looking for the rebound. She's got it behind the net. Still 30 seconds left in this power play. Stewart this time with a big shot. Again doesn't get through. Great Britain get to it and clear it down the floor. Good penalty killing by Great Britain. Stewart tried just lifting one towards the net a couple of times. She got knocked down. That time she went for the big cannon. Same result. Nothing getting through to Quigley. Just the one shot by Wilson early on. This will be offside at the blue line, called against the U.S. Just 5 seconds remaining in their power play. 2:39 left in the period. Hey, bye-bye playing here. So I'm normally reserved for late in the third period. Dumped in. Bestford. Penalties over. Bestford for Great Britain down the corner. Slow to move it. Forechecker in on her quickly. Ball cleared out, but not over center, so States will be allowed to bring it right back in again. Cleared. That gets past everybody. Be down the floor. Flooring will be the call. Face off again to the right of Megan Quigley. Ball goes in behind the goal, jammed to the side of the net. That could have been dangerous. USA on it quickly. Shot. Good blocker save that time by Quigley. Quick shot from Blake Bloomdahl. Ball in the corner. Barrett is there for the U.S. and she's ridden off the ball. USA thought maybe it should have been a penalty. A little too aggressive, but referee said, no, that's just good hockey. Here, couldn't move it. She's battling hard behind the net with Barrett. Finally to the boards. Habina will knock it into the corner and go in and get it. Here is out in front. Goes past everybody. Big collision in the crease. Two players hit the floor. Holding call. Jenny here. And out comes the line. Whoop. Late change by Great Britain is going to be denied. They're going to send Sarah Lowe back. Right now, Great Britain. Okay, now they've got the right number out there. 5-on-4 is the power play. Started to say the line of Bronson, Foley, Pokora up front. Cornwall, Stewart back at the blue line for the U.S. on this power play. Here is Cornwall. Cornwall. Stewart is the trigger person. He's the one they rely on to get that shot in from the blue line. She's sneaking in a little bit closer now. High slot, lets it go. Good save by Quigley. Rebound. Quigley's got that as well. U.S. have made a little adjustment on this power play. Last time, Stewart stayed out well outside the blue line for those shots in on goal. This time they've moved her in. The British defense are collapsing in quite a bit, so she's got room to step in well inside that blue line. That time she took advantage of it. Good save was made by Quigley. The better scoring chance was on the rebound. Quigley able to trap that as well. Actually, on the power play of this line, instead of Pokora, they've got the captain, Sarah Wilson, playing the left side, along with Foley and Bronson. Brought up the floor by Stewart. He'll gain the blue line. Stewart, the big slap shot, scores! Looked like it went off the forward from Great Britain. the forward stick changed direction just a little bit, but a rocket of a shot goes in the top corner, and Stewart picks up a power play goal for the United States and make it 3-0. One of those ones when the shot comes in, if it just ticks off one of the defender's sticks, goes up a little bit higher, very tough for the goaltender. That one would have been tough had it not been deflected. Stewart got a lot on that one. So 3-0 now for the U.S., 30 seconds to go in the opening period. Here they come again. Stromer behind the goal over here on the near side. Bilger out in front, nobody there, and cleared away by Williams. Down the floor. And as the buzzer goes, the U.S. will clear it out. And a good period for the women from the United States. They lead it 3-0 after 15 minutes of play here at the Ice Arena in Zug, Switzerland. Welcome back to Zug, Switzerland. Period number 2, women's division game between the United States and Great Britain. U.S. lead it 3-0. Goals by Tiffany Pokora, Eleni Idonidis, and Sherry Stewart have given them that 3-0 lead. No penalties on the board as we start this second period. All even, 5 runners aside. Dumped into the U.S. end. Hustling over there is Towns for Great Britain. Towns into the corner. He worked over there by Tetro. Ball comes loose. U.S. come up with it. And this is Idonidis up ahead. In over the blue line. Stewart's pass was intercepted. Cornwall gets it in. Tetro in front looking for the deflection. That just went wide. Player knocked down in the corner. Play continues. Stewart, that shot was blocked. Went off the leg of Here. Here reverses it, but getting up there first is Cornwall. Cornwall driving it deep into the corner. Cornwall out in front, taken away by Cyril. Up ahead, Towns. Towns in over the blue line. Towns with a shot save. Rebound cleared away. Good save that time by Lindsay Holcroft. Towns with a good rush down the left side. Back they come, the U.S. Quigley as the ball rolls into her. We'll cover it up and we'll get a face-off. Just a minute 12 left to go. Great Britain's best scoring chance. First good test for Lindsay Holcroft. Face-off was won by the U.S., but cleared out by Great Britain. Williams cleared it down the floor. We got a big race for it. Icing waved off. U.S. get it first, though, up ahead. Out into center. Racing after it was Barrett. Barrett plays it in low in the corner. Reeves on her quickly. Ball comes to the side of the net. Back in behind. Barrett. She's got it now on the far side. Watch there by Pierce. Barrett. And Pierce continue to battle. Barrett gets it out in front. Backhand puts it wide as she tried to go far side with that backhand sneaking out in front. Pierce now has it for Great Britain. Off the boards. But a great pinch in by Levin. Levin, top of the circle. Fed it in front. Cleared away. And that's going to get all the way down the floor. It's going to go wide of the goal. So that'll be flooring called against Great Britain. Furious action here to start this second period. Just 2:13 gone. Great work by Laura Barrett of the U.S. that time. Bronson, Foley, Pokora back out there. Bronson behind the goal. Pokora's out in front. Bronson feeds it out in front. Pokora has a whack at it. Bronson with a shot. Big save by Quigley. Foley across to Bronson. Bronson with a backhand. A weak one cleared away. Right back in by the U.S. Big collision in front. Referee says play on, play on. Foley's got it. Foley on the backhand looking for Bronson in front. Her stick was tied up. Again, this line doing great work. Foley to Pokora. Pokora shoots, scores! Her second of the game. Just great work by this line of the USA. That was a hard-working goal, set up beautifully. Pokora coming in off the right wing. Made no mistake about it. She's got 2 goals. I might think about not replacing her on the power play. Sarah Wilson's been taking her spot. They've moved Foley over to the right wing and Wilson over on the left. Left Pokora on the bench for the power play. And that unit goes out there. But now Pokora's got a couple of even strength goals. See what happens if the USA get another power play. If Pokora gets a chance out there. 4-0 now. Cleared right down the floor, right from the face-off. Waved off. Play will continue. Off the boards, over into the corner. Haygarth was on it first for Great Britain, but couldn't move it all. Nifty little move there by Wilson. Wilson's 2-on-1. Wilson shoots it herself. Went off the defenseman here, went wide. Rebound comes out, they score! Wilson came right back to her. This time she goes short side up over the blocker of Quigley. The U.S. breaking it open here in the second period. Goes high in the air right off the face-off. Towns there first for Great Britain, but lost it at the blue line.
For USA, scored by the number 67, Stromir Daniel, assisted by the number 21, Peter Time 18-26.
I'll take it back. I had it as Wilson, 17. It was 67, Stromir. My apologies, folks. Out at the blue line, shot comes in, saved by Holcroft. The ball came in high. Tetro down in the corner. Reverses it over to Karen Levin. Up ahead. Through center. Oh, that pass just missed. It was a good outlet pass, but got past by Donatus. Down the ice, icing against Great Britain. Jackson at the blue line for Great Britain plays it in. In behind the goal goes Tetro. That's Samantha Tetro. Also got number 20, Melissa Tetro, playing for the United States. Stewart. Ball off a stick over into the far corner. Idonitis. That hit the side of the net. Outlet by Great Britain. Up ahead, but tied up at the blue line. Trying to follow up on it was Wynn Stanley, but she couldn't come up with it cleanly. Finally, Bestford gets it out in the center. Now Wynn Stanley will chase down. No, she's going to leave it for Parker, and Wynn Stanley will head for the front of the net. Parker's pass was stopped. Nice play there by Fairheller. The stick is caught up in the helmet, in the strap of the USA player. Play continues on. Mesler for the U.S. I'll take that as Wynn Stanley, number 8 for Great Britain, plays it towards the goal. Unusual situation. Actually, I think it may have been caught up in the hair of the USA player, not the helmet at all. USA bringing out 2-on-2. This is Barrett. Barrett in over the blue line. Reeves. Reeves in the backhand. Plays it back at the point. Bilger, hard shot. That went wide of the net. Rebound taken over there by Teresa Lewis. Lewis flips it high in the air. Knocked down at the blue line by Schneeman. And Great Britain will get it out. Bilger back inside her own blue line. Bilger up ahead. Schneeman couldn't handle it. Jenny here at center has it intercepted. Comes right back to Rachel Cyril. Cornwall has to go back into her own end to get it. Cornwall off the boards out at center. Gets by everybody. It was touched. Shannon Lang had to really hustle back in her own end and try and get it, but couldn't come up with it cleanly. Back at the point. Pass across. Great Britain trying to relieve the pressure. Only get it as far as center. Barrett, they'll gain the line. Now they can move it back again. Coach says move it in a little deeper, so they do. Schneeman shot, they score! Barrett was in front, likely tipped it. Players heeding the word of their coach over in the bench. They headed out at center, thought about just shooting it in. The coach said, move it in, move it in. They did. Got a shot from much closer. And I believe it was deflected over in the far post by Barrett. It'll be 6-0 now for the U.S.
The USA scored by the number 5, Barrett.
And it does go to Laura Barrett.
Number 19, Shannon.
That just missed as it came out in front. Levin with a shot. That was deflected. Didn't get through. Off the boards. Allison Haygarth as far as center. Now she'll battle for it there. Quick stick of Cornwall. Gets in a little bit deeper, but brought back out. Here's Towns. Over on the left side. Got it to Herdman. Herdman is stopped just inside the blue line. Taken away. A good play by Tetro. Back in behind the net. Levin. American coach yelling attack. Wants him to move the ball a little quicker. Played in by Foley, brought back out again by Towns. Towns, one player on Great Britain with a bit of a jump. That time, shot missed on the short side. She's had a couple of good runs down the left side. Foley, pass across for Bronson. She had to hold up at the blue line, so could just reach for it. Low. That's knocked down by Foley. In front was Bronson. Bronson to the backhand, forehand. quick stick, got inside the defense, and beats Quigley for the USA's 7th goal of the game. Just beat the British defenseman to the proper position, got inside. Pierce was there, but not much he could do as Bronson gotten herself between Pierce and the goaltender. So Julia Bronson gets in on the scoring for the U.S. 7-0 now.
Second goal for USA, scored by the number 18, Bronson.
They pass it around, Wilson reaching for it. That's knocked out into center. Jackson up a little bit further for Amy Campbell, and Campbell plays it down the floor. That'll be flooring against Campbell. Campbell wearing her own jersey today. Her equipment didn't arrive when she did here in Zug. Played with some borrowed equipment yesterday, including the number 94 sweater from the men's team, Reese Bull. In order to keep the correct number, she had the name Bull on her back. She's back to being Campbell today. A little more comfortable with that. And happy to have all of her equipment arrive here in Zug yesterday afternoon. Had the wrong gear for the game against Canada yesterday morning. USA jump on it again. Ball brought out into center. Campbell reaching for it. It's played in. Here's Creatini. Creatini, watched by Bestford. Creatini turns. Heading for the front of the net was Strohmeyer. He likes to go into the corner for Wilson. Wilson trying to step out in front. Nice play there by Helen Jackson to prevent Wilson from getting to the front of the net. Ball still at center, brought in. Habina across. This time cleared out by Kasner. Towns. Good pass up the blue line for Kasner. Kasner's one-on-one. Shot goes wide of the net. Holcroft plays it into the corner. Kasner's there first. Plays it back. Here's another chance. Put towards the net. A weak shot. Kept in. Now it's played out. And here's a partial breakaway. Stewart. She's in. Backhand hit the side of the net. Just ran out of room. Stewart plays it out. Williams will take it for Great Britain. Williams up ahead for Wynn Stanley. Knocked off her stick by Bilger. USA bring it in. Idananis, hard shot. Blocker save by Quigley. Back out. Mesler off the boards. Down low, looking for Tetro. Tetro working off the boards. Out in front, shoots. That just went wide. May have grazed the outside of the post. She was allowed to just walk off the boards, come out in front of the goaltender and get away a shot. No pressure on her at all. Here's Tetro again behind the goal. Samantha Tetro. Oh, flips it up over the top. Cheeky little play there. Backhand, big save by Quigley. Tetro is behind the goal, nowhere to go, so she flipped it up over the top, led to a scoring chance. That's booted away and cleared a little further down the floor. Mesler will go back to get it. Mesler. Both teams changing. Got to count the players out there now. Referee says, let's play on. Back of the point, shot comes in wide of the goal. Britton on it, but knocked off their stick. Getting to it quickly, though, is Shannon Lang over on the far side. Lewis, Teresa Lewis. She's pinned against the boards, going in there and support Culietta. Dina Culietta. We're going to get a penalty being called. It's going to go to the U.S. Holding. Pam Bilger will go off.
Penalty for USA for the player with the number
Ball into the
21,
corner. Players
Igor
battling down there.
Van
Towns comes up with it. Kasner back to Towns.
74.
Towns trying to get off the boards. Got it out in front. Cleared away at the last second as Amy Campbell was reaching for it. Cleared down the floor by the United States. Again, here shorthanded. Towns up at the blue line. Kasner trying to get it back to Towns. Kasner just trying to get it pushed in a little deeper, but the U.S. stopped that rush just inside the blue line. Low over to here. Played down. Wynn Stanley hustling in there for Great Britain. Wynn Stanley had it knocked off her stick and a good play by Karen Levin. Wynn Stanley to the back of the net. Kasner out to Towns. Towns with a shot. That hit the side of the net. Kasner and Towns trying to get something going here for Great Britain. Back at the point. Low with a shot. Or Campbell that was. Went wide. Over on the far side. Here. Down into Wynn Stanley. Nobody out in front. Kasner's gassed. She's gone to the bench. Shot comes in. That went over the top of the net as it went off a stick. 30 seconds to go in the power play for Great Britain. Fairheller there for the U.S. Cyril, that's who it is, back at the point for Great Britain. Hard shot, that is deflected. That just went wide. Good scoring chance there for Great Britain. Towns, hardly been off the floor this period. Threw it to the side of the net. Holcroft trying to find it, can't. U.S. come up with it. Get it, not out. Cyril, penalty's over. Her hard shot, that went off the stick of Stromer and up and out of play. Good power play for Great Britain. Their best chances of the day. Good work in particular. Steph Towns, Becky Kasner, and also good work done by Rachel Sorrell back outside the blue line. She was able to hold the line a couple of times, get some good shots in on goal. One was deflected at the side, was the best chance. Bronson with a shot. Oh, quick save by Quigley as that ball changed direction. She got the right pad down. Foley, short side, hit the side of the net, was looking to get it up over the top of the blocker. That line has been trouble for Great Britain all game. There's Foley in there again, battling hard with Pierce. Ball comes here to the near side. Time winding down in the second period, just 5 seconds left. Out at center. They'll just backhand it in, that'll do it. 2 periods done. Another good period for the U.S. They make it 7-0, but a good power play, something for Great Britain maybe to build on a little bit, not just for the third period, but for the remainder of the tournament. A bit of confidence as they played well. You look at some of the fans making their way out during the intermission. We've got the U.S. men's ball hockey team and a lot of their supporters just here to our left. I want to welcome you back once again to Zug, Switzerland. Period number 3, women's division game. United States leading Great Britain by a score of 7-0. 5 aside as we start this third period. 15 minutes left to go in this one. Cleared down the floor and around behind Great Britain goaltender Megan Quigley. USA on it. Reeves put it into the corner. Barrett up there on the forward line now. Or Stewart. Shot comes out in front from Tetro, went wide. Stewart threw it in front, whistle goes. Not going to be a crease violation is why. The ball was loose, but a crease violation called against the United States. Cleared down the floor by Great Britain. We'll get over the goal line for an icing call against Great Britain. Face-off be to the right of Megan Quigley, just 51 seconds into this third period. Out and just kept in at the red line. Good hustle over there by Mesler. Ball goes into the corner. Lowe was in there, up along the boards. Hit the British player and kept in. Here, Bloomdahl misfired on that pass. Now when there was Schneeman. Schneeman in around behind the net. That hit the side of the net. Pierce there to Lowe. Lowe for Great Britain. Up along the boards. Gets it up ahead to Craighead. No further than center. Brought back in by the U.S. Bloomdahl. Pass across that went behind her teammate. Parker battling for it. U.S. get to it first. Across. Mesler. Mesler into the corner. Back up around. Kept in over there by Schneeman. In front. Bear with a chance. Shot goes wide. Rebound. Schneeman's shot also goes wide. To hit the side of that. May have hit the post. Pressure early by the United States. Bloomdahl. Right side, Barrett. Barrett got it back to Cornwall. Wilson couldn't get free for a shot. They're back in behind the British net. Low. Off the boards for Craighead. Craighead up through center trying to hit Towns. That pass was picked off and back come the U.S. It didn't get out over center, so they continue in. Creatini stopped on a good play there by Pierce. Pierce. Pass was intercepted at center, knocked down by Parker. That's going to be a glove pass. Play whistle down. Face-off will come just outside the blue line. So some more chances here early in the third period for the United States. Quickly coming up with some more good saves. Gets by everybody at center. And here's Towns again. She's got good speed, good wheels. She's got it again. A bright spot for Great Britain. Turns, gets that shot right on goal. Holcroft makes a save, hangs on. Ball down the corner. Towns again gets on it, gets it towards the front of the net, tipped away. Ball comes right to the side of the net, bounces around there. Holcroft reaching for it, can't get it. They'll try again. Ball bounces out in front, still in front of the goaltender. Towns with another shot right on goal, saved by Holcroft. Haygarth was knocked down. Play continues on, and finally, Karen Levin comes up with it. All the way down the floor. Trying to reach for it there was Sarah Wilson. Stick went flying out of her hand as she reached. But a great shift that time for Great Britain. And again, give credit, a lot of it to Steph Towns. A couple of shots on goal. She continues to work hard. Her team is down 7-0, but no quit in that young woman. And Holcroft that time actually had to come up with maybe her best save of the game. Towns has had 3 good shots on goal in this game. That may be the 3 best that Great Britain has had. And the shot that came in during that power play as the ball goes out of play in that second period, that came in from the point from Farrell. I believe the deflection that was made over the far post was made by Towns as well. She has played extremely well and has had some good scoring chances. The only ones really for Great Britain, or I should say Cyril from the blue line. And before the next game, I'm going to double check that because I seem to be bouncing back and forth between Cyril and Cyril. You want to get it straight. Dumped in by Culietta. Culietta out in front. Ball bouncing around, reaching for it there was Lang. Lang plays it back. Low with a hard shot. Knocked down in front though. It did not get through, and 3-on-2. Back come the U.S. Foley tried to get it across to Bronson. That was broken up, and Lewis, who maybe had a little more time than she realized, just plays it down the floor. So again, icing against Great Britain, but Great Britain with a couple of decent shifts here in the third period. And again, may have gained some confidence from that impressive looking power play they had late in the second. Sometimes it's just a matter of believing that you can compete and give you some chances. Clearly the U.S. have been the better team here today, but a boost of confidence, and we'll see a little more offensive effort from Great Britain. Towns plays it off the boards. Towns going to follow up on it. Here's Towns again. She's got Kasner with her. Towns will turn, shoot it herself. That just went wide. Kasner reaching for the rebound. Out at center, played back in by Britain, but again, it's a little bit quicker getting to the ball out of the U.S. Pam Bilger in over the blue line, dumps it in behind the net. Back there first is Pierce. Pierce for Britain, she'll reverse it the other side, but cutting it off over there is Reeves. Reeves puts it off the end boards. Pierce has got it for Great Britain. She'll take it into the corner to safety, up along the boards. Looking for Williams. That's knocked down. Here's a chance right in front for USA. Shot quickly, makes a save. The ball is loose. It came out behind her. And saving the day for the U.S. on that opportunity, for Great Britain, was number 88, Sarah Lowe. Ball was right on the goal line and had a little bit of momentum towards that direction. And Sarah Lowe reached in and kept it out of the net, put it back underneath her goaltender. But a big turnover at the blue line allowed Samantha Tetro to walk in and get away a good shot. Here's Mesler for the U.S. Up ahead to Barrett. Again, the pass went behind Schneeman. Down in the corner, out in front. The give and go didn't quite work as it hopped over the stick of Blumdahl. Back in the corner, Pierce. Schneeman's on her. Blumdahl in there to help out. 2 forecheckers in there. Pierce goes down. USA player goes down. Everybody's back up. Play continues on. Blumdahl down in the corner, being worked over a little bit there by Lowe. Finally, the U.S. come up with it. Good work. Out in front, shot by Blumdahl. Good save by Quigley. She dropped down into the butterfly quickly. Back at the point. They don't get it out over the red line. Kept in. Now Pierce has got it. Pierce relieves the pressure, clears it down the floor, right on goal onto Holcroft. She'll leave it there for Mesler. A little bit too far for Levin. Now she's got it. She'll head back in her own end. Towns watching her. Long pass just a little bit too far for Wilson. Down the floor, waved off. We'll keep playing. Good support down low. They'll cycle it, get it out in front. Towns cuts that off. A good defensive play. Triatini put it across. That went wide. U.S. on it again. Wilson tried to go around in behind. That was broken up, but back comes Habina. Whistles a shot high. Triatini down in the corner. Lots of ball possession here from the U.S. Priatini's got it again. We'll work her way off the boards. Good pass in front is a really good one and shot wide by Wilson. And a beautiful setup. Towns has got it. Towns has had enough of that. Clears it, but not out. Good job kept in at the blue line by Stromer. She'll continue on. Shot. That one off a couple of bodies. Didn't get through. Towns will go get it for Great Britain. Towns. This time she'll relieve the pressure by coming across the floor this side. Both teams will make changes. Long pass up ahead for Wilson. Wilson down the right side. Here got back to break that up. Lewis played it back into her own end. They'll try and get it out on this side, but hustling over to get to it first is Pokora. Down low for Bronson. Pokora, Bronson, Foley back out there again for Britain. Bronson. Played well by Cyril. Shot comes in, saved by Quigley. Great Britain come up with it, pass out. Over to the far boards, Lewis. Lewis gets to it, plays it in. Bilger, Foley. Kasner stops her. Now it's here. Okura watching her, almost a giveaway to Foley. Now Foley will go over to the boards and get it. Kasner does a good job to get back and break that up. Up at center. Stopped by Bilger. And Great Britain can't get it out past center. Now they'll get it almost a 2-on-1 if they could have controlled it. Loose ball and cleared away by Bronson. But it's going to be a penalty to the U.S., likely for interference, be my guess, and I'm right this time. The ball was bouncing around. It's going to be number 4, Amber Cornwall. Couldn't find the ball and really just impeded the progress of the player from Great Britain. Prevented her from going to get that loose ball. So a good call there by the referee. Interference comes at the 9:41 mark here in the third period. Last time Great Britain had a power play, they did a pretty good job. Came up with a couple of good scoring chances, had a lot of ball possession. See if they can make this one count, get their first goal of the tournament. They've yet to score through 5.5 periods of play. Amy Campbell. Up at the blue line, taken by Towns. Towns lifts it high. Went into the rafters. They're going to try that lob play for the alley-oop for Kasner. Comes back just outside the Great Britain blue line. Towns has got it. Back to Lowe. Campbell, she'll dump it in. Kasner goes in to chase. She'll get there first for Great Britain. Kasner, back of the point for Pierce. Pierce has got some room, winds up, lets it go. That was deflected in front. And who got the deflection? Steph Towns, of course. Cruising in front, went off the shaft of her stick. Right on net, and a good positional save by Lindsay Holcroft. One of the big keys to that, no rebound. Towns again, right place, right time. Got a stick on it and deflected it right on goal. And now there's going to be another penalty to the U.S. Still 1:07 left to go in the penalty to Amber Cornwall. So it'll be a 2-man advantage now for Great Britain. And their power play has shown a little bit of punch to it. Tiffany Pokora coming to the bench and indicating to her teammate who's there with her, Cornwall, saying, I didn't try that. Was reaching for the ball but knocked the British player down from behind. Timeout called by the United States. 4:25 to go in the game. Great Britain would love to get a goal here, get off the schneid. Give themselves something to really celebrate. They have come close on a few opportunities here in this game, especially in the latter half of this game. Again, going back to that power play late in the second period. they've played much better since then. And I sense it's just a bit of confidence that they gain from it, a belief in themselves. And other players have played well, but I really need to give extra credit, as I've been doing for a while. Not to overstate the case, I hope, but Steph Towns has been a real standout for Great Britain in this game. And when you see one player go like that, it becomes an incentive for the other players to say, hey guys, we got to chip in too. If Steph can do it, we can too. We just need to believe in ourselves a little more. Let's get it done. Here comes a shot from the point. Goes in behind the goal. They're into forecheck. On it first is Hazel Winstanley. Back to here. Now they set up. Cyril, shot. That's blocked. Comes right back to her. Blocked again. Two big blocks. Here with a shot. Floats in. That's deflected. Goes wide. Great work by Samantha Tetro to block two of those shots. Now it's going to be a penalty to Cyril. And she was reaching for the ball, but also clearly threw her shoulder into Tetro. Maybe a little frustrated that Tetro blocked two of her shots. But you know something, if I'm a coach, as much as I hate to give up the two-man advantage, I like the fight into player. They're going in there, they're going to battle, they're not going to back down. Obviously the game is not in question. It's 7-0, so show that you're willing to battle. Show you care. And that's what happened there.
Penalty for Great Britain with the number 84, 7,
A shot blocked a couple of times, and when two players came together, a little extra bump. Cleared in. Bilger back to get it. The power play is now 4-on-3 for Great Britain. The United States don't get it out in the first try. They do on the second. Actually, the first penalty to the U.S. had expired, so we're just gone to 4-on-4 just prior to that clearing play, so it's going to be an icing call against the U.S. .310 remaining in the game. Levin up the left side. Drops it back for Stewart. Stewart at the blue line. The slap shot, that went wide of the net. Comes off the back of the net. USA on it first. He's Levin. Reverses it over here into the near corner. Nobody there for the U.S. Bestford gets to it first for Great Britain. Gave it away behind the net. Comes out in front. Backhand. Fanned on. Stewart with a shot. Wild one over the top of the net. Kasner closes on her so she can't get another shot away. Now it's Towns. Towns and Kasner are up there for the U.S. Kasner heads off. Here's Campbell. Campbell takes the pass from Towns. Circles back at center.
USA at full strength.
So the United States now on the power play, and a weak pass, so Pecora steps up, picks that off. Got to pass the ball with, has to be crisper. Players are too quick. They'll intercept that. Came from the side of the net, and I believe that, well, let's see. Not much of a reaction. It looked like the ball had gone into the net. Discussion between the two officials. Nope, they're going to say did not go in. No, the other back referee is saying, nope, they're saying no goal. I think the referee is going to get together and discuss it. It looked like it had gone in the short side from our vantage point. It ended up in the back of the net. But they get together and say, no, the ball was trapped against the post. That was a close call. Comes with 2:03 remaining. 12 seconds left to go in the penalty to Rachel Cyril. USA in a brief power play. Now the penalty is over. Try and move it in front. That was Bronson, knocked off her stick. And that's cleared up into the stands here at the Ice Arena. Face-off will stay in Great Britain's end of the floor. They get it out in front. Backhand goes towards net. Didn't get through. Barrett with a second chance. That one is put wide. Barrett still out in the slot. Now she moves in a little lower. Ball goes over into the corner. USA maintain possession. Out in front. That shot. And Quigley makes the save as Schneemann got out in front. Got away a good shot. Again, we are even strength now. 1:08 remaining in the game, 7-0. USA lead it. Mesler will keep it in. She'll put it down into the corner for Schneemann. Low is on her. Schneemann trying to work her way out in front again. This time it's cleared away. Bouncing out at center. Kept in on a good play by Cornwall. Down into the corner. Low reverses it. Actually hit a British player over there. Amanda Williams, and stayed in behind the net. Time ticking away, down to 40 seconds left to go. Still battling hard in there. No quit. Ball along the boards. Referee blows the whistle. The ball was held up against the boards. Now we got the other referee coming here to the penalty box. I think he's going to give a penalty. Boarding will be the call. We'll go against Sarah Pierce. So Sarah Pierce will head to the penalty box with 32 seconds left to go in the game. Still what we've got is a player from the United States injured down in the corner. So he goes in and take a look at the British players. They're now being helped off the floor. Still can't see the number of the player. That's number 6, Jenny Hare, is being helped off the floor. The training staff of Great Britain. Second player has gone to the penalty box for Great Britain. Dina Culietta will join Pierce. It's not an extra penalty, it'll be a misconduct. We'll get the announcement.
2 + 10 minutes. The number 7 is Sarah for boarding.
They crash the crease, ball stays out, so it's 2 minutes plus a 10-minute misconduct to Pierce. So they had to put a second player into the box to serve that. Just one player short, just 11 seconds to go. Foley back at the point, shot comes in, wide by Stewart. Backhand saved by Quigley. Ball goes to the boards, and that'll do it. Nope, sorry, wrong. Still 8 seconds to go. Shot right on net. Rebound kept out. Another chance. Wild scramble in front. Couple of whacks at it by Foley. With 1 second left, Foley would make it 8-0. See the ball bounce on her 2 or 3 times there at the side of the net. Finally put it home. 14:59. Time of the game. 2 seconds ahead of myself there a moment ago. Kelly Foley gets in on the scoring along with their line mates. Polcora's got a couple. Bronson's got one, so Foley adds one herself. Now that will do it. 8-0 in favor of the United States. They defeat Great Britain here in this women's division game. Coming up next here at the Ice Arena, we've got a couple of games in the men's B pool, crossover games. We will have a game between Haiti and France, 3 o'clock local time, followed 5:30, Italy and India. Then we'll finish off the day at a game 8 o'clock this evening, Switzerland versus Italy. Again, my name is George Scott. I want to thank you for joining us. Hope you'll join us again in about an hour's time for some men's action here at the 2015 ISBHF World Championship from Zug, Switzerland. We'll see you again shortly.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, we are presenting the best player from each team.